We're here today talking with David Meltzer, who is one of the judges for Cox Communications Get Started OC event. Hi, David.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. Excited to be on your podcast. I've heard such wonderful things.
David talks me up very well. I pay him very little, too.
Oh, really? Well, he certainly talked you up, so I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. So you're one of the judges today for the 5 finalists for this event tonight.
Yes.
As a judge, what are some of the things that you look for?
You know, I look for creativity, number one, but I really look for the main thing is how well they take their great ideas, because all 5 of them are extraordinary ideas, but how well they apply a pragmatic approach or a monetization, a go-to-market strategy to that. Because my philosophies are there's a million great ideas out there, but those people that truly know how to monetize it are the ones that I think are exceptional. And then there's one other factor, is I want to see who has applied that monetization to help others, to social change. So anyone that has that trifecta, creativity, the monetization, and then what I call compassionate capitalism, that creativity of Elon Musk where we can take creative social change and make money it while we're doing it, that's going to be my winner.
Okay, so you said compassionate capitalism. What exactly do you refer to? Because I think that you've written a book that was called Compassionate Capitalism, correct?
Yes. So I believe in through even my first book, Connected to Goodness, that we need to shift the paradigm of value. That a lot of entrepreneurs believe that, I'm doing it because I want to be rich, and it's almost a take or scarce environment. But the greatest entrepreneurs that I've met and have been trained by and mentored by in all different verticals, from I've worked in technology, I was CEO of Samsung's first phone division, and I ran Leigh, Steinberg Sports and Entertainment, the greatest sports agency in the world. But what those 2 organizations did differently, as they were entrepreneurial, was they really truly were at service first. They wanted to provide value and monetize that value that they provide. It wasn't that they were going to take value and try to get the most out of it. And that's what it means to me.
Well, and I think that's really important, and it's very easy to get caught up in the idea that capitalism is bad. But if you build a business that is doing good but isn't sustainable, you can't do good for very long, right?
Especially nowadays, right? We have to have a sustainable model. We have to I'm on a board of something called Just Capital, and we've created a Just Index with 34 different criteria to see how sustainable a business is, quality of pay, obviously green initiatives. We've broken it down by categories so that you're not having Gulf Oil compete with an organic vegan cookie company.
They've got competing agendas.
Exactly, and they also have different obstacles, voids, and shortages that they have to overcome. But I think if we all take the approach of helping one another, that there's plenty of money to be made in abundance, the same way as in scarcity, but it's just a lot more fun for everyone, and it really helps everyone.
Well, and I think that today's consumer is a little bit different. They understand that if their favorite company doesn't make money, their favorite company will be out of business very shortly.
That's a great point, right? And I tell my biggest piece of advice to entrepreneurs is stay in business, meaning my objective, even in my business, has always been, my first priority in the day is, do I have enough money to stay in business tomorrow? Because the minute that I sustain tomorrow, then I can evolve, and all great businesses evolve. Some evolve, like Instagram or Snapchat in 8 months and become $1 billion company, and others like, Hostess take a decade or a century to become $1 billion company. But they all stayed in business every day first, and then they tried to improve upon what they were doing, and all great companies evolve.
Very cool. Well, Dave, thank you so much for your time. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you on the podcast here today.
Well, Dave Parker was right. I got the pleasure of meeting you, and this podcast is incredible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dave.